Was on April 8th, 1840, 22 years, and recently applied for a job in 1862 on a steamboat named the Clipper. This may have been the best decision I have ever made. First day of work, to be honest, was terrible. I had barely any space to stay in, and the limited amounts of rations were given to me on the trip. My job was to tend to the steam engine by feeding it scorching hot water when needed. With barely any sleep, food, and pay, I was quickly worn out. Constantly pouring water into an engine was no easy task, and not even an interesting one. I was sweating every night after work. The constant motion of picking up the bucket and pouring water into the engine has had a really negative effect on me. I've been waking up from sleeps from pains of my body. Whenever I tell Captain, he just shrugs it off and tells me to work harder. Of course, it was only for a few weeks, and later I got used to the swarms and started working when even not told to do so. The captain saw this and immediately went over to tell me what a good job I was doing and deserved a better paying job than before. He suggested a job like hull repairman because it broke down every 5 years or so. But that seemed too tiring in my opinion. I was perfectly satisfied with my current position and was glad when I heard I could keep it. Captain did look a little disappointed, but if it meant I could keep my simpler job, I was looking forward to it. Next couple of weeks were a blur. One thing caught my eye: the bloody uniforms worn by soldiers and their nasty injuries. How could the general let this sort of injustice occur? They were already in terrible shape and had to walk for days just to be shot and wounded again. I lent my living quarters with a couple more soldiers, allowing more to come aboard and travel with ease. One more of the soldiers that I talked with most was named James. A friendly and funny soldier caught my attention the most. Even during dire times like now, he was willing to make jokes and make the other soldiers laugh and have a better time through their pain and misery. He stood out from the rest, had a sense of humor, and was easygoing. When I tried to talk to him about why he was hardly affected by war, he told me something that had changed my life forever. He whispered, "If you let something take control of you, you're doomed for life." From that point on, I vowed to always stay positive. We finally arrived at the destination where the soldiers could get off and be treated by a real doctor. The boat was relieved we had finally made it safely back. Our crew, including me, was especially proud of ourselves, for we had just saved many lives. I could hardly let James go to another battle to fight, but he insisted that it was the last one until he was set to go home. I never saw him again, but although I heard rumors of him dying, I couldn't believe any of them, because I could still hear his words echoing in my head, his calm and collected voice just whispering in my ears, telling me that he lives on. I have no idea where he would be, but I know he's living in safety. And now almost 20 years ago, but I still remember it like it was yesterday. Looking back at my encounters with the job on the steamboat, James, and the soldiers we saved was an experience I will never forget. Just all from one job on a steamboat.